What divorce really does to a man's mind. Divorce does more than change your life. It changes how your mind works. And for many men, this is where the real struggle begins. Because the mind is not just reacting to one event, it is reacting to multiple changes at the same time. Loss of routine, loss of structure, loss of certainty, and sometimes loss of identity. When all of these happen together, the brain goes into a state of overload. It tries to process everything at once. It tries to understand what went wrong. It tries to predict what comes next. And in doing so, it creates pressure. This pressure shows up in different ways: overthinking, constant mental replay, difficulty focusing, low energy, and sometimes mental fatigue that is hard to explain. You may find yourself thinking about the same situations repeatedly, what you could have done differently, what should have been said, what went wrong. And while reflection is important, constant mental replay is not productive because it keeps your mind trapped in the past. And when your mind is trapped in the past, it cannot fully engage with the present. This is why many men struggle to move forward, not because they don't want to, but because their mind is still processing what has already happened. Another important factor is uncertainty. After divorce, the future may feel unclear. Plans that once existed may no longer apply, and the brain does not function well in uncertainty. It wants clarity, it wants direction, and when it does not have that, it creates stress because the mind is trying to regain control. This is where many men begin to feel overwhelmed, not because life is impossible, but because the mind has not yet adjusted to the new reality. And here is the important part: your mind is not broken, it is adapting. It is trying to reorganize itself after a major life change, but adaptation requires guidance. If you do not guide your thoughts will guide you. And often, they will guide you in the wrong direction. That is why mental discipline becomes important. You must begin to control what you focus on, not by forcing your mind to be silent, but by redirecting it. When your mind goes back to the past, acknowledge it, but do not stay there. When your thoughts become overwhelming, pause and refocus. Bring your attention back to what you can control: your actions, your habits, your next step. This is how you begin to stabilize your mind, not by eliminating thoughts, but by managing them, because the mind will always produce thoughts. But you decide which ones to follow, and over time, this creates clarity, it creates focus,